Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Cyberpunk 2077 video. Now with Cyberpunk set to release in just a few days, Cyberpunk 2077 leaks are starting to appear everywhere online. So, if you're hoping to get a little bit more news about Cyberpunk 2077 without getting any spoilers or leaks, well, this is the video for you. So I'll be providing you with spoil-free news. This news will be covered by a whole bunch of news outlets as well as CD Projekt Red. We're going to be covering romances, the map size, as well as pre-download and everything else that you need to get you started for Cyberpunk 2077. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now, earlier this week, I reported that the US retailer Best Buy accidentally started shipping early copies of Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition before the December 10th release date. Although we don't know how many people out there got it, the leaks started to pour in. Now, a lot of these leaks, CD Projekt Red warned that they didn't want to be up, so we're going to cover this spoil-free. Now, some of that information is relatively minor, pertaining to in-game characters, the Night City map, and customization options. However, there's already footage out there of entire missions that you can find right here on YouTube. So, if you actually want to see some early footage, it's out there. Now, developer CD Projekt Red once again asks players who receive the game early not to stream it or reveal any information ahead of the game's embargo, which is December the 9th. But people still talk and they still leaked information. Now, CD Projekt Red did everybody a favor earlier this week by giving us a preview of what we can expect when they release the preload times and the release time. Now, you need to pay very close attention to this because there is certain times, if you're a console player, that is going to be a little bit different than if you are a PC player. Now, you see the tweet right here. The wait is almost over. If you're looking to play Cyberpunk 2077 as soon as possible, well, here's the map with the global release timing. For PC and Stadia players, the release is simultaneously scheduled for midnight GMT, and for all console players, midnight local time. Now, if we go ahead and zoom in on this tweet and on this map, we can see a whole lot more of what exactly is going to happen. So, once again, for PC and for Stadia players, there will be a global release time, but it's going to be different in each region. So you can see right here, for instance, right here where I'm at in Los Angeles, will be December 9th at 4 p.m. PST, as opposed to New York will be 3 hours later, 7 p.m. EST. But it's all going to work around to be out the same global time. But this is only for PC and for Stadia. For console players, if you pre-ordered it on PlayStation or on the Xbox, well, then you will have to wait till midnight. So actually, PC and Stadia players will be able to play it earlier than console players, which will be locked in for 12 o'clock midnight. But don't worry, we have a little bit more information for the preload times so you can get prepared as much as possible, like the preload times. Alright, so for the preload times for the PlayStation, it will start midnight local time on December the 8th. For the Xbox, it will be Thursday, December the 3rd at 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's 11 a.m. EST, 4 p.m. GMT. For PC, Steam, and for Epic, you can start preloading this on Monday, December the 7th at 8 a.m. PST, 11 a.m. EST, 4 p.m. GMT. That's tomorrow. Okay, now that you have your preload out of the way, now you just need to play the game. So, once again, on consoles, Xbox, and for PlayStation, Cyberpunk 2077 will be released at midnight, your local time, on December the 10th. And on PC and Stadia, it will be released on December the 9th at 4 p.m. PST and December 9th at 7 p.m. EST. So, there you have it when it comes to the preloading and also when you'll be able to play. Not as global as you might expect. Alright, now that's out the way. Let's talk about what is been leaked. the world map size, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you was wondering what the world map size look like, well, it absolutely has been leaked. You can find it online. You won't be seeing it right here. Well, like I said, I'll be leaving links down below to these news articles, which have links to some of the stuff that I'm talking about. Now, when those leaked copies went out, they also had a map of the whole world that we will be playing in. So a lot of people tweeted this out, and it is up there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it looks like the map is pretty large, at least in my opinion. Now, Cyberpunk 2077 is primarily set in Night City, which is a megalopolis where corporations rule the city, gangs and criminals rule the streets, and everyone is obsessed with fame and overcome by transhumanism, which is basically modding your body out with tech and making it look all futuristic and doing futuristic stuff. So yeah, Night City is looking like it's going to be an awesome place to be. But that's not the only place that is in Cyberpunk 2077. Now, there are other regions and districts in this world. One of them is called the Badlands. Now, the Badlands is a place that you will start off if you are on the Nomad life path, but you eventually will be able to explore all of these different regions. Now, Night City is split up into 6 districts, each having its own theme, particularities, and aesthetics. Let's go over them. First off, we have City Center, the heart of Night City, housing tall skyscrapers and the corporations that, despite dominating everything, always hunger for more. Arguably the most fortified area of the city. We also have Westbrook, a district housing the rich elites, but also the go-to place when you're looking for entertainment, providing that you can afford the cost. We also have Hayward. This is where the skyscrapers in the north and the slums in the south meet, establishing a stark contrast while providing clear proof that while in Night City, you might have plenty of glitz and glamour, but it's not always paradise. And we also have Watson, formerly a district that could easily be described as attractive economic downfall that eventually led to overpopulation and a high amount of illegal activities. And Pacifica, initially meant to be a holiday resort that would boost profits, Pacifica was abandoned by the corporation pumping money into it instead of a great place for relaxation. Gangs have made it their home. And last but not least, Santo Domingo, Night City Industrial District, which might be less pleasing to the eye, but its factories are vital both to the city, the corps, and for the working people in the area. So yeah, Night City map is looking not only to be big, but very populated, which is a very good thing. Nobody wants to run around the city and it's not actually populated. You don't have to worry about with Cyberpunk 2077, as everywhere will have plenty of people that you can just walk up to and talk to. Speaking of talk to, romances in Cyberpunk 2077. How will the romances work as you are randomly approached by women? Now, it's going to be a little bit different, and let me tell you exactly how. Now, Night City is a huge area filled with a whole bunch of different people, and a lot of them are looking for love. Now, while taking on missions, driving fancy cars, or fighting with other gangs, you will absolutely run into some people that you can potentially have relationships with, and it's going to kind of work like real life. So if you have game, well, you shouldn't have a problem getting laid in Cyberpunk 2077. So whether you're looking for a long-term commitment or one night stand, Cyberpunk 2077 have the romance options that can get you into the pens of a whole lot of people. But it's not as easy as it sounds, because like I said, it's going to kind of be like real life, because the people that you talk to, they can just straight up dish you based on the way you look, by what you wear, or even the life path that you choose can make you not even romance some people. So it will be very intricate and very in-depth when it comes to romance. So we're going to have a look at the PC Gamer Mag and what they know about romances so far, since I actually haven't played the game. Let's get started. So they start off by saying, similar to building relationships in real life, The more time and effort you put into befriending characters in Cyberpunk 2077, the more likely they are to reciprocate. Remember, this isn't The Sims. There aren't any bars to indicate whether your character is chatting you up the right way with the other person. And as you may expect, this plays a huge part in how your relationship blooms. That is the dialogue. So if you are jerked sometimes in the mission, don't expect for them to be so nice to you the next time you talk to them. Now, from what these people have seen so far, it looks like that the characters can be romance and they will have side quests for these romances, which is good, so you can keep track of all of the different potential romance partners. Now, in GameSpot Cyberpunk 2077 romance overview video, they outlined that some of Cyberpunk characters will contact V through the game and ask for help with specific jobs, and you'll be able to have a chance to chat it up with them that can potentially lead to these romances. And in 2018, Eurogamer has actually interviewed Patrick Mills, and he previously revealed that romances will depend on your character, and they asked him whether or not romances changes between if V is a male or female. Mills outlined that while many of the characters you can romance in the game are bisexual, not all of them are. They have preferences as well. We want to make them feel like they're people with histories, so they will not like you if you don't have a certain body type, if you're a male, if you're a female, or even if the life path that you choose. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be different. This is a very adult game. Yes, you can get laid. Yes, you can have romances, but you're going to have a little bit of game. It won't be as easily as you think. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to keep everybody a little bit of update on the leak, spoil free. Of course, we talked about romances, how they're going to work when you finally get your hands on Cyberpunk 2077. We talked about the preload times, when you actually can play, as well as the map size, which is going to have a huge amount of side missions, as well as a whole bunch of different areas for us to play in. So get excited. Right here at Karpo Gaming, I'll be uploading a ton of videos, as well as I'll be streaming this. So look out for the streams. I'm starting to do more streams, starting to do them more daily, so I can get everybody in here. We can start this lovely community, have more giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, I am doing one for Demon Souls. I have about a week left on that, so good luck with that. I also started another Cyberpunk 2077 giveaway. This is going to be for the Rockstar Code Can. Links will be down in the description below. Thank you, everybody, for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.